Hello! Welcome back to another video. I'm just gonna jump right in here because you guys obviously know I'm doing my own nails. I don't need to introduce that every time. But I am going in with my Erica's ATA Gel X bit and removing my last design, which is a super cute little glittery set. I do have the video posted on that, so if you want to check out how I did this one, see my page, I guess. Actually, I'll put a little card in the top because that is something I can do. So I'm just using the Erica's ATA Gel X bit to remove the glitter and airbrushing set. I'm really into airbrushing on myself, I think partially because it is quite simple, like to do on your own, rather than getting into some super detailed painting with my non-dominant hand. This is less of a struggle. So I'm just going in with my file and I am reshaping my nails, going for a square shape. They're not going to be a perfect square just because my nails were kind of short, so I still will have the rounded corners from having round nails. But we'll work towards more square nails. Because Rome wasn't built in a day. And then I'm going in with my usual prep, so I'm going to push back my cuticles and then use my little knifey tool to scrape off all the dead tissue stuck to my nails and trim the cuticles. The usual. Oh yeah, mind you, I am being very gentle while doing this, but I have sped up the video, so I look like I'm really just going at it. I promise I'm not. You do want to be really gentle because you can do damage to your nail during prep, even when just using these tools, so please be careful. And of course, when you're cutting off dead skin, you also want to be careful not to nip yourself or your clients or whoever's nails you're doing. Now I'm going in with a little skiver I think. This one is from Young Nails, but my preference is actually the Erica's ATA bit, so I will include the link to that one because I think it's a bit nicer. I'm just going through pushing my cuticles back a bit, kind of getting rid of some excess tissue that may be still stuck on. And now I'm going in with my sanding band, and I do have product remaining on my nails, so I'm just going over and smoothing all that out. Getting off any remaining glitter or whatever design was previously on my nails, getting off any little bits that I might have missed. And then I also go around the natural part of my nail, the new growth, and I buff over that as well, just lightly, super lightly. I'm on like speed 1. But now I'm going in with my base coat. This one is from Izemi. I get my Izemi base coats from Sweetie Nail Supply. You can use code Rebecca for 10% off your order on Sweetie Nail Supply. I'll have everything linked down below, by the way. But yeah, I'm also, if you notice, me picking like fluff off my nails. I'm fighting fluff this entire set. It is a battle. I don't know why. Maybe the cardigan I was wearing. Me even just editing this, I'm like, get the fluff off, get it off. Anyways, I'm going in with the base coat, really scrubbing that into the nail, just to make sure we have a solid base. This is kind of the mid-level viscosity base coat. I do enjoy it. And I am capping the free edge, so that is important to do as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And then I'm going in with the Easy Builder Gel. I think before I've used the resin fast bear when I've been sculpting out my nails, but today I wanted to use the Builder Gel. And I really liked how it's worn. I've been wearing it for a few weeks now. And it's worn really nicely, so I'm going to continue using this. I definitely do enjoy. So I just laid down a slip layer and now I'm walking a bead down the nail, mostly filling that back section and then thinning out the part where there was already gel, basically. Doing a little bit of a fill. Just leveling that out, and I'm going to flip my fingy upside down, get some apex going. Then once I do the whole hand and that's all cured, I'm going in and refining a little bit, just thinning out the cuticle and sidewalls, usual refining business. And And once I refine that all, I am going over with a light buffer just to smooth out these scratch marks, because instead of applying a base coat on top of this, I'm going to go right in with the color gel, so I don't want it to be too etched up. I am using Daisy from the gel bottle. I'm going to do 2 coats of this as a base. Alternatively, with this design, if instead of a clear builder gel, see, I'm fighting that fluffy again. Instead of a clear builder gel, if you wanted to do a white builder gel, that would also work great. I didn't even think about it until after, when I was editing this video, that I could have done a white builder gel, but that is okay, because the design that we are doing with the airbrush, some of the colors are a little bit more sheer, so it does benefit to have a white base underneath, so you get the full vibrancy of each color. Then stick that in the light, and then we're going in with the matte top coat. I've tried a few different brands of matte top coat for airbrushing, and so far my favorite still is just the gel bottle. So I'm going in with that. It acts just basically as a base for the airbrush paint. Sometimes I'll do the matte top coat as the base, other times I will do a base coat and then buff over top of that, just so you have a bit of a rough surface. But now I'm going in with my airbrush paint. I use One Air Professional paints. And basically I'm starting from the darkest color and then working my way towards the lightest color, but I'm doing one color at a time. So I'm going to go through each one of my nails and place the stripe down where I would want it on each nail before switching colors, just so you're not wasting too much time switching colors. And I figure working from darkest to lightest would be the best route, because I don't want, say you lay down all your light colors and then you go in with black, I feel like black would kind of take over. I'd rather lay down them to start and then have my light colors go over top so they're not too overpowering. Airbrushing this design actually really adds to like the fuzzy sweater effect, because the edges of the lines are so soft. They blend really well together and almost look like it could be a mohair sweater, which is really the effect that I wanted. So I just want you to note the difference in colors between, say, the red and the brown, and then the next 2 colors we're going to use are green and pink. The green and the pink are really opaque, whereas the red and the brown are a little bit more sheer, so you can kind of tell the difference in application as well. Like the pink just goes on full force, whereas the red and brown took a bit of finessing. You can see it was a little bit more sheer. So with the more opaque colors, and they are the pastel colors, you can basically go over top of any base, and you don't have to worry about it being sheer or needing something underneath to really help boost the color. Now I'm just going in with my file, and I'm filing the edges and the sides of the nails. When you're airbrushing, you want to make sure, and you're using airbrush paint rather than airbrush gel, you want to make sure that there's no paint on the sides. Similar to when you do chrome and you want to cap everything in, you want to make sure that there's no chrome on the sides. You want to make sure that there's no airbrush paint on the sides. Because it's not a gel, the gel on top won't adhere well to it. So you want to get back to that kind of base. So now I'm going in with the Izemi base coat in the thinner viscosity. I really like this one for capping in my airbrush. I've been using it quite a bit. You do want to be careful when you're doing this though. I like to cure one nail at a time when I've base coated it, because I find that sometimes the base coat can shuffle around a bit. And be sure to cap your free edge. Super important. Now I am going in with the Izemi top coat, the resin top coat in low, so it's just a nice thin top coat, and I am going over all my nails and then capping in the free edge. You want to make sure you're getting really close to your cuticle and sidewall, just so you make sure you cover up all that airbrush you've just beautifully applied. And there we have it! Here are our cute little fuzzy sweater nails. I love these so much. You can obviously do whatever color combo you like, but this one just tickled my fancy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.